Hi everybody, it's Laura from Green Tree. Today we are here to talk about hemp seeds. It's slightly belated. Hemp History Week, which is an annual event, goes from the 5th through the 11th, but we weren't able to tackle it before the week was over, so we're getting it to you today. If you are not already aware, hemp is not the same thing as marijuana. It's not the same. There's no THC in it. This is something that anybody can eat. It would be fine for kids and adults and everybody. We've got some really cool little bits of information down here if you want to come in and check them out. I'm going to show you. So it's a little hard to take the seeds out and show them to the camera because they're quite small. So I'm going to show you this little picture. So you can see this is basically what the seeds look like once they've been shelled and split in half. They're kind of pale with little bits of the green skin still stuck to them, but they're very soft. They blend up really well in smoothies, which I actually find I like them better than flax seeds or chia seeds because they don't change the texture of your smoothie the same way that those other types of seeds do. Flax can make it kind of gritty, chia can make it kind of slippery is the best way I can put it, and hemp seeds tend to just incorporate in really well. They're much softer. You could actually crush one with your fingernail in your palm once the skin is removed, and you can see the oil come out. So that's one of the great things about them. They have really high levels of omega-3s and 6s. So they've got those complex fatty acids that are good for your heart, good for inflammation, good for your hair and your skin. And they also have a lot of protein and a lot of fiber. So this is what they look like when they are, you can see it a little better this way, when they still have their little outer shell on. You normally can't get them this way most of the time because you could technically grow them, but these have been toasted. Because they've been toasted, they won't germinate anymore, and you could go ahead and have them with the husk on, in which case they have a lot more fiber than the shelled seeds. And these are actually toasted locally. They're from Small House Farms if you want to check that out. So hemp seeds are crunchy with the shell on and toasted, and kind of soft and smooth with the shell off. They have a very mild, nutty flavor, and you can use them in all sorts of things. Like I said, smoothies, you can put them in your breakfast cereal. They're great in muffins and other types of baking. So they're really pretty versatile. Today, what we're actually going to be sampling is a cereal that comes with hemp seeds, chia seeds, and buckwheat. So it's got even more oomph to it than just the hemp seeds by themselves. So we've got the classic one here, and if you saw the one on chia pudding, you can know this is kind of the texture you'll see from chia pudding, but because of the toasted buckwheat and the hemp, this has more of a nutty, intense, toasty flavor than just a chia seed hydrated by itself would. We also have an apple cinnamon, which I really like this one. I'm going to try and tip it for you. You can sort of see, I don't want to spill it, that there are these little chunks of actual apple in it. The cinnamon flavor is not overwhelming, and I think this is pretty tasty. Probably my favorite, though, is the Kia Cranberry Vanilla. So again, I'm going to try and tip it a little. You can kind of see those little bits of cranberries in there. This also has slivered almonds in it. And it's got just enough of a vanilla flavor that it reminds me of a kind of that delicate flavor that you get from a slightly sweetened vanilla non-dairy milk. So it's really pleasant. It's got those little chewy bits of cranberry in there. And these are like powerhouse breakfast cereals. We are trying out, these are from Kia, which is a Nature's Path line. They are super simple. If you don't have time to make overnight oats the night before, you literally put this in the milk, leave it for 5 minutes, and it's ready to eat. So it's like overnight oats that only take 5 minutes instead of overnight. So we're sampling those today. We've got little hemp seed packets that we can give out today if you want to try that in your cereal or your smoothies or whatever. I've got some little buttons, little Hemp History Week buttons, and some bumper stickers and some other goodies if you feel like stopping down today. So that's the basics on hemp. It's a type of cannabis, but it doesn't contain any THC. The seeds are the really important food crop portion with the oils, the proteins, and the fiber in them. And then you can also use the other parts of the plant, the fibrous parts, to make paper and clothing and rope and a whole host of other things. So I hope that you'll check this out a little bit more. Maybe hop on over to the Hemp History Week page and see what you can find out about there. And if you want to try any of these things, come on down to the co-op. I'll be sampling them till about 5 o'clock today. All right, happy Monday. Bye, guys.